First off, cars. Cars or buses remain the most common mode of domestic transport in the world today. The first car was invented in 1886 by Carl Benz, and centuries later, a lot of companies have emerged to bring out new designs to these cars. As for the layout, all cars, even convertibles, are designed such that in a case of an accident, each body part of the passenger or driver is protected and covered with aluminium or stainless steel. However, this protective covering may not be strong enough to protect the occupant from a strong impact, as it may fold and in turn cut through the body of the occupant. Also, this covering may tear from the car and expose the occupants to danger in a fatal crash. An accident from cars may be as a result of many factors, like engine or brake failure and having divided attention while on the road. Now, how often do car accidents happen? Passenger car accidents that occurred in the year 2019, according to Insurance Information Institute, was 15,060 fatal accidents as per 100,000 vehicles registered. This means out of every 100,000 vehicles registered in 2019, 15,060 of them got involved in fatal accidents. Next, let's take a look at motorcycles. Whether a Ducati or a Royal, a typical motorcycle has two tires, one in the front and one in the back. Because of the unstable nature of the machine, a motorcycle needs more attention to be kept safe on the road. As for protection, the motorcycle itself doesn't have any protective covering, but manufacturers make up for this by providing helmets and other protective gear for both the driver and the passenger. This exposes them to serious injuries in case of a fatal crash. As for how often motorcycle accidents occur, a survey conducted by Insurance Information Institute showed that out of every 100,000 motorcycles that were registered in 2019, 59,490 of them was involved in a fatal accident, where passengers usually died on the spot or sustained serious injuries. These numbers, when compared to that of a passenger car, is overwhelming. Out of 100,000 cars and motorcycles each registered in 2019, fatal accidents of motorcycles is almost about 4 times of that of car accidents. That's interesting. Considering air travel, let's now look at airplane. This is another popular means of transportation that carries passengers to their destination through the air. A typical passenger airplane is usually divided into 3: the first class, business class, and the economy. These seats are given based on amount paid for the ticket. The planes move as a result of the turbine engines on the wings of the plane. The plane also has a protective covering that safeguards passengers in the air. Now, as to whether traveling through a mechanical bus floating in the air is safe, we will determine that soon. The idea of traveling through the air seems so dangerous to some of us. We usually think, so what if the engines are damaged? Or what if we crash into another plane? Is that the end of our lives? Well, to that I say, probably. But the chances of an accident happening in the air is pretty low. According to data gathered by our team, the Aviation Safety Network recorded a total number of 20 fatal airline accidents in the year 2019. That sounds a little bit scary. Out of that, only 13 were passenger flight accidents. To put this into perspective, the estimated worldwide air traffic, that is the organized movement of aircrafts, is around 39 million. And the accident rate is 1 fatal accident out of every 2 million flights. This means in every 2 million flights, there's at least 1 fatal accident. It's sounding better now. So that makes traveling by air one of the safest mode of traveling. Now, comparing all modes of transportation against each other, out of 1 billion miles, motorcycles record the highest accidents, followed by cars, and the least accidents is recorded by airplanes. So to answer the question, in general, traveling by airplane is the safest, and on land, buses and passenger cars are safer compared to motorcycles. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe and be part of the Bet You Didn't Know community, and put down a comment on your thoughts to the video. Smash that like button, and please check out our previous videos.